Thank you, Chairman. So this will essentially lock the state of Rhode Island, if this passes, it'll lock the state of Rhode Island for the next 23 years with a contract with IGT.
20 additional years on the one expires, and then this would do 20 more. Yes.
Right. So.
You're already locked for the next few.
Right.
This
So
would add 20. Yes.
Correct. So it'll be a total of 22. Well, 20, almost 23. Right.
Yep. Or 40, because you did 20 and you added 20.
Okay. Right. For the next, for the next 22 and a half years.
Yeah.
Roughly.
For your grandkids, they'll be here at that time.
Right, right. So, so if we vote to pass this, and it does pass, I'm sure there's a lot of fine print that's going to be in the new contract with IGT and the state. How is that handling, and what are the negotiation processes on that? And do we actually vote on the final contract or see the contract? Can we?
So just
Go ahead.
Just to be clear, as with the last time, this is enabling legislation authorizing the administration to enter into a contract.
Correct.
And when they were here before you last fall, they had an agreement in principle, which we tried to spell out for you, because there are items that are not in the legislation that have been, that had been agreed to. But it is the responsibility of the administration to execute that contract and to manage it over time. You would not get a second chance to approve the final item.
So when you say the administration being
The current executive, right, the Department
body?
of Revenue, in fact, the legislation says enabling the State Lottery Division of the Department of Revenue to contract with. So it's enabling. It's not
okay, so
forcing them to do it.
unelected bureaucrats are going to be deciding on this contract that we enable them to do.
Right, so you set the framework in the legislation, and they would execute that as part of their executive
The
function.
framework meaning just enabling.
The terms, essentially the terms, because there's some fairly specific terms here on revenues, but there are items that are not outlined in there.
Okay.
That would be part of a, this is similar to what happened, well, I guess 17 years ago.
Yep.
Similar enabling, and then if
Yep.
it works out, they do it. If they can't come to an agreement, they don't.
I don't know if you know or someone else knows, but how many pages is in the contract, or roughly? I mean, is it 100 pages, 50
The
pages,
initial
200
contract
pages?
was not that long, but we did, and I think we put it in the beginning of the presentation, and you got something probably this thick that included the original contract as well as all of the contract amendments. But importantly, that original contract folded in previous standalone contracts. So all in, it was fairly large. Yes, a lot of
So it's
provisions.
a lot of language to go through.
Yes, and if you recall, we did go through and identify every single change that occurred over time. There
Yep.
were multiple amendments, and one of the issues that the committee talked about was some of them seem fairly significant, and was there any reporting on that, and how are the decisions made about what things to trade off? So there's definitely contract management that goes on over the course of the time period in question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.